featuring the 7th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs versus the 2nd-ranked Texas Longhorns. Sponsored by Chevrolet. America's on the move.
Negligible. One could hardly ask for a better day in which to play a big bowl game than this afternoon in Dallas. Georgia has won 9, lost 1, tied 1. They lost to Auburn. They were tied by Clemson. They've lost only 2 regular season games in the last 4 years. The Texas Longhorns, one of 2 undefeated untied teams in the nation. Nebraska is the other. They rode it out from an early victory over Auburn and remain undefeated and untied. Hello, everybody. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Happy New Year greetings. And this afternoon, we're ready for Georgia and in Dallas, Texas. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Texas Longhorns. Talked about the tradition and all the hoopla that's going on right now. It's about time to talk about today's ball game. To do that, our colleague Pat Hayden. Pat?
Thank you very much, Lindsey, and a Happy New Year to you all. 2 outstanding defenses.
The Treasury Department has minted coins to raise funds for the 1984 Olympics. The Georgia Bulldogs against the Texas Longhorns at the 48th Cotton Bowl Classic in Dallas, Texas. And Texas in the 48th Annual Cotton Bowl. We'll be hearing from our colleague around the stadium all afternoon. So for the first time today, let's go down to the field and Pat O'Brien.
Thank you, Lindsey, and hi, everybody. The temperament of these 2 teams is worth talking about at the onset here. Georgia, for the first time in 3 years, finds itself in a different situation. They are not in contention for a national championship for the first time in 3 seasons. So Coach Dooley told me, look, we're going to sit back and relax, not too much, but try to enjoy the hoopla in the game. The pressure, he said, is on Texas at 11-0. If Nebraska falters, they still have a chance for a national championship. And I was just in with Coach Akers and his team, and he was telling his team, he said, look, fellas, this is what I talked to you about when I was recruiting you in high school. This is where we wanted to be all along. Let's take advantage of it. And he said, look, the Texas Longhorns this year is the best team I've seen. They're the best football team in America. Let's find out if they are. Let's go back to Lindsey.
All right, Pat O'Brien, the teams are onto the field now. It's going to be Texas kicking off. Georgia receiving left to right as you look at your screen. There's the Texas record when they have come in here undefeated. It's going to be Jeff Ward kicking it off. Gary Moss has dropped back to receive it, along with Elbert Manning. Georgia Bulldogs have lost 6 of their last 7 bowl games. But in the one that they won the national championship. College football, you kick from the 40-yard line. Jeff Ward, a freshman, has teed it up. Here are the deep men. Number 24, Gary Moss, and number 27, Elbert Manning. Big 8 officials here. Herman Rowe is the referee. That's the 3, the 5 to the 10 to the 15. Did not get it out to the 20. He was stopped at the 18-yard line. Let's look at back the receivers for Georgia.
Quarterback John Lastinger, more productive than impressive. He's 19-2-1 as a starter.
Very young, the fullback. We expect him up the middle early in the ball game.
In the offensive line, tackle Guy McIntyre voted the SEC's best blocking lineman.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Georgia Bulldogs. That was a 15-yard kickoff return by Gary Moss. Montgomery and Young for John Lastinger, who is the quarterback. Montgomery gets the first handout, gets 1 yard out to the 19, and that is all he got. Ray Woodard made the first hit. Ray Woodard, who is playing in place of John Haynes, who was injured in workouts. the Texas defense.
Number 93, Eric Holly, a co-captain, all-Southwest Conference performer.
They're tough on the corners. Ed Williams is tough and plays the other end.
They're also tough in the middle. Linebacker Jeff Blight, and he's an All-American.
R.C. Cade is an All-American cornerman.
Another All-American at free safety, Jerry Gray, their leading tackler.
Second down and 9 yards to go at the 19-yard line. Keith Montgomery again, the tailback in the I formation, the I-back as it were. Got it out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. That'll make it third down and 6 yards to go.
Third down and 6 yards to go, Lindsey. This is a situation that the Texas defense has done to its opponents all season long. Put the opposition in third and long situations. And again, this Georgia team is more of a third and 1 and 2 type of offense. They have not been particularly successful on third and longs.
Texas with the #1 ranked defense in the nation. Singer rolling and looking. Incomplete, a little low. Out there at the 28-yard line, intended for his fullback, Barry Young. That will bring the punting unit onto the field. So the Texas defense has been effective. It's first time on the field. It's forced Georgia into a punting circumstance here. Punter is Chip Andrews, a junior from Sparta, Georgia. He's averaged 40.2. His long has been 52 yards. Jitter Fields has dropped back to take Andrews' punt. Jitter Fields, he's a free spirit. His teammates say he's on another page. He's back there anxious to get the football.
Is that a compliment?
I think so. Andrews, high spiraling kick. Jitter Fields is waiting. At the 33-yard line, he's got it. He's at the 35. Well, he's going to try to reverse, but can't go. Covered by the Georgia kick coverage. Out to the 36-yard line. 3-yard return of a 44-yard punt. Now here is the offense for the Texas Longhorns.
Quarterback Rob Horschel, one of 3 quarterbacks who have played this year, started 9 of their 11 wins.
Ronnie Robinson is the tailback. He was shifted from fullback, and he is a native of Dallas, Texas.
And in the center, Mike Ruther, an All-American candidate, is injured with his ankle, only playing at 80%.
Doug Dawson, an All-American. Now McIver's come onto the field before the first play. He's the quarterback. They switch quickly to Rick McIver. He's the passing quarterback. So before they ever run a play, they change quarterbacks from the starting lineup that was announced. It is McIver. He can throw, and he's going to throw on first down. Wants to go long, and he does. Down to the 30-yard line. Into the 28-yard line to Bobby Michaud. Mitchell, the tight end, 36-yard completion.
All week long, everybody expected number 8, Rob Horschel, to start at quarterback. He is more of a runner than a thrower, but at the last moment, Fred Akers sent in number 15, Rick McIver. Here's a man who threw 4 touchdown passes in the last game against Texas A&M. He is a thrower, a pure passer, and you can see why. The very first offensive play, he comes in, drills the ball down the field to his tight end, Bobby Mitchell. There's that sneaky man, Fred Akers. He told us Horschel was going to start.
First down at 10 yards to go at the 28-yard line. Well, Horschel almost started. And up to Ronnie Robinson. Tailback in the I formation for 1 yard down to the 27. Knox Culpepper, the linebacker, made the tackle. Second down and 9 yards to go. That's up the Georgia defense now.
Up front, we're looking at Mike Weaver. He is one of the men that they want to work on, the soft spot in the middle.
Freddie Gilbert, an All-American man. He's great on the pass rush, and he's great on the pursuit.
Knox Culpepper, their leading tackler.
Tommy Thurston from Jacksonville, Florida. He's the holler guy. He's been the heart and soul of that defense.
Here's another heart and soul All-American, Terry Hogue, their overback.
Second down, 9 yards to go for Texas at the Georgia 27. No score of the game having just begun in Dallas. Tailback gets it again. Taken down to the 24-yard.
At the very beginning of the show, Lindsey, I mentioned that the Georgia defense plays a wide tackle 6. Now, it's a defense that plays 8 men up front, which is really a running defense. It's a defense that you can throw the ball against because you're going to play against a lot of man-to-man coverage. When you see something like that, you bring in a guy like Rick McIver, who is a very talented passer, and that is exactly what Fred Akers has done.
You saw Mike Chapman, tight end, bring the play, and Mitchell came out. Bill Boy Bryant is in a wide position, and so is Brent Duhan. McIver has the ball rolling and keeping. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. McIver goes out of bounds. It'll be marked at the 8-yard line. First and goal. Knox Culpepper knocks him out of bounds. 6 16-yard pickup on the roll for McIver.
One of the surprising things about Rick McIver is that he's 6'4", 205 pounds, yet he is mobile. Sometimes when you think of large quarterbacks, they can't move around too well, but he's got very good foot speed. As a matter of fact, Vince Dooley was surprised watching the Texas A&M film how well that Rick McIver ran, so he is a double threat for the Georgia defenders.
Double tight end. Mitchell's back in there. Chapman is in there. Brett Duhon is out. Bryant in the wide set. Robinson carrying. Ronnie goes to the 6-yard line where it'll be second down and goal to go. Tommy Thurston in to make the tackle.
It's interesting, we talked with all these quarterbacks yesterday at practice. None of them had no idea who was going to start. It wasn't until probably before the game that Fred Akers had made up his mind and decided on Rick McIver and told him, actually right before he ran out onto the field.
They came out there initially without a quarterback. Morshell had been announced. Vince Dooley, the head coach of the Georgia Bulldogs. This is the 6th play. Started on the 36-yard line. Robinson again. Upset for the Georgia defense. They're tough when it gets down close at the 5-yard line. That was Tommy Thurston. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 5. Penalty marker on the play.
Tommy Thurston, General Hospital. He's had just about every injury he could think of, but he's been able to come back and play, overcome an awful lot of injuries, to be an outstanding performer. The senior, one of that senior class that Vince Dooley is so proud of.
It's the Texas timeout. So the Texas Longhorns have taken the timeout. When players resume, they'll have a 3rd down and goal to go at the 5-yard line. Still no score in the game. Here at the Cotton Bowl. 3rd down, goal to go. Texas at the Georgia 5. McIver, the quarterback, he's 6'4", 210-pounder. McIver. Incomplete in the end zone. No flag. It was intended for fullback Terry Orr. So the Texas defense held it.
3rd and 6 situation, they try to go with a play-action fake. The Georgia defense really didn't bite the fake, and they're going to try to slip their fullback, Terry Orr, out here in the flat. Now, this is part of the Texas game plan. They felt that they could get their fullback, Terry Orr, out into the flat because of the nature of the Georgia defense. You see number 60, Tommy Thurston, there right in Orr's face. No way he's going to catch that ball. Remember, in college football, you can face guard like that. It's not pass interference.
Jeff Ward did attempt the field goal. Now, he was 15 of 16 during the regular season. His long was 52. He missed only one. 23-yard against North Texas State. This is a 22-yarder. Jeff Ward, high trajectory, and it's good. Texas is on the scoreboard with a field goal by the freshman Jeff Ward. And now, here at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas, it is 3-0. With Texas having scored first, they're on the scoreboard. Texas 3, Georgia 0. 14th consecutive field goal. That drive was 59 yards, 8 plays, 257. The deep men, Gary Moss and Elbert Manning. Ward puts it up. Moss, 2 yards deep in the end zone. Goal line 5. He's out to the 10, to the 15. And out just about the 20. And now let's go down to the sideline and Pat O'Brien.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yesterday I spent some time with Rick McIver, and he was talking. He didn't know he was going to quarterback at the time, and he was saying he's the kind of quarterback that likes to surprise Coach Akers. Coach will call one play, he'll call another one. You'll notice, you aficionados of quarterbacks out there, how strong his arm is. He can throw a ball with accuracy 80 yards. Now, he doesn't work out on weights. He ropes cattle at his ranch, or his parents' ranch, in West Texas. He has a 50,000-acre ranch, and he tells me that's a small ranch out there.
Lastinger, the quarterback for Georgia, rolling and looking and stopping and throwing and completing. Taken by Wisham. Jamie Wisham, number 6, first down and 10 yards to go at the 33 of Georgia. Aussie Cade, the All-American on the corner, made the tackle.
They say about John Lastinger, he has character. This is a Georgian offensive team that's come from behind 6 times this season. And here you're going to see John Lastinger drill the ball. Very nice throw against a tough man-to-man defense of that Texas defense. Number 6, Jamie Wisham, does a nice job of running after he catches the football. We're going to see a little bit more from John Lastinger on those kind of plays.
They picked up 14 yards on the play. The option play, and Lastinger likes to keep, and he does. does. Out through the 36, picked up 2 yards. Eric Holly from Austin, Texas, on the corner, made the tackle. Holly's been a little under the weather. He's had a sinus infection, a cold. Was still treating it yesterday. Said he was taking antibiotics. But he said the minute they kicked off today, he'd forget all about it.
We have a few players that have suffered from colds and a little bit of the flu, but as you said, I'm sure they were all ready.
It is second down and 8 yards to go at the 36. Wisham and Lane are the wide receivers now. Lane is in there on a wide left, number 4. Now he's going motion across. Speedy receiver. Said they leave it on the ground. Give it this time to the tailback, Keith Montgomery. Montgomery, 195-pounder, hit by middle linebacker Jeff Leidy. No gain on the play. It's at the 36. It's going to be third down and 8 yards to go.
We talked about these Texas linebackers. There's number 60, Jeff Leidy. Now this defense is set up so that most of the plays he's going to make it. Those offensive, the defensive tackles are supposed to keep offensive linemen away from the linebackers, allowing Jeff Leidy to roam and step into holes, fill gaps, and make tackles.
Wisham is wide left. Lane is wide right. Last finger. Play action. Lane is the intended receiver, but he's well out of bounds. And so is the coverer. Mossy Cade is also out of bounds, so there's no interception. He was across the sideline marker. It'll be a fourth down punting circumstance now for Georgia. And who got to the quarterback just as he threw was Ed Williams, the end.
But there was that deep throw early, Lindsey, that Georgia wanted to do, testing that bump and run coverage of the Texas defense. But the Texas defense, Mossy Cade, met the challenge there. It's the same game plan, really, that we saw Auburn have and SMU against the Texas defenders.
Previous punt by Chip Andrews was 45 yards. Jitter Fields is back deep. That's Jitter. Texas leading by a score of 3-0. We're in the first quarter. 8 minutes, 48 seconds remaining to be played in this period. Andrews puts it up. Jitter Fields takes it to 28, 30. Hits the deck at the 32-yard line. It is a 30-yard punt, return 5 yards. Next Saturday, a special edition of CBS Sports Saturday. Nebraska's powerhouse backfield of Heisman Trophy winner Mike Rozier, Turner Gill, and Irving Pryor, plus a host of other college all-stars expected to take part in the 59th annual East-West Shrine Game. Rick McIver's the quarterback, handing it off to his tailback Robinson, Ronnie Robinson. From Adams High in Dallas, Texas, out to the 36-yard line. Stopped by Freddie Gilbert. What a career he's had in Georgia, number 90.
Here he is. They say he may be the fastest man for the first 3 or 4 steps in college football. Tremendous quickness. Great arm length, too. Knocks down a lot of balls and runs his quarterbacks and backs down from behind. Freddie Gilbert.
Second down play coming here at the 36-yard line. Robinson again. Drives up there for about a yard and only a yard. Donald Chumley was there on the tackle for the Georgia Bulldogs. They use a split tackle 6 defense, a wide tackle 6, but it's got a few wrinkles in it. It's not the old honored wide tackle 6 that has been used by schools down through the years. Rick McIver still quarterbacking the Texas Longhorns. Third down and 5 yards to go. Texas leading by a score of 3-0. For Brent Duhon. That'll bring up third down. I beg your pardon, fourth down. Bevo, the 12th.
Eric Holly, the first.
You're right. 7 minutes, 52 seconds left to play on the quarter. Delchik's in to do the punting. Average 43.7. His longest 67 against Arkansas.
Ranked 6th nationally in punting. Another characteristic of Fred Akers' teams is very good special teams.
Jimmy Harrell is back deep. He's alone back there standing at the 16-yard line. Delchik gets it off. High trajectory. Way up there. Harrell's waiting at the 8-yard line. Harrell to the 10. To the 15. Harrell to the 20-yard line. It'll be put in play by Georgia. First down, 10 yards to go at the 20. That was a 55-yard punt. Return 13 yards. And now the Georgia Bulldogs trail by 3, and they have the ball.
so far. When you have defensive teams, that's what you expect. But Georgia has not had the best field positions. They had 2 series. Started once on the 18th and one on the 20-yard line.
Now they've got Tron Jackson and Scott Williams in there. Jackson is a burner. Last thing of the quarterback. Last thing of rolling and looking and throwing and completing. That's going to be enough for a first down. It'll be a 1st and 10. It was out to Williams. Scott Williams, the fullback from Charlotte, North Carolina, stopped by Jerry Gray, the All-American from Lubbock, Texas. 11-yard pickup, 1st and 10 for the Georgia Bulldogs.
There is the All-American, as you mentioned. Again, their leading tackler, which is somewhat surprising on teams. The free safety should be their leading tackler. But again, the way this Texas defense is designed, he is going to be supporting an awful lot of plays, making a lot of tackles up at the line of scrimmage.
Ron Jackson is the tailback. He's from Liberty, South Carolina, at great speed. Then they give it to the up man. That's Williams, the fullback there. He got it out to the 40-yard line. Stopped by Eric Holly. Gain of 8 yards on the play. Be 2nd down and 2 yards to go.
A little earlier, we saw the linebackers Jeff Lighting and Mark Lang make the play, but here you're going to see them overrun the play. The fullback Scott Williams cut back. They get blocked. You saw Ty Allard, number 48, get blocked. It allows Scott Williams to pick up a couple of yards.
2nd and 2 at the 40 in their own territory, the Georgia Bulldogs. Well, there's a penalty marker, and last thing when he finally got the snap, just decided to try to wedge him up there a little bit.
That was exactly the snap count situation that we were talked about at the early part of the game. John Lastinger using his voice inflection, trying to draw the Texas defensive front, which is very aggressive, offsides. Here's the look, and then we're going to see some more of this. A very good call, 2nd and short. He uses his voice inflection. You see the defensive lineman jump offsides there. The ball is snapped. That's an easy 5-yard. Good play by John Lastinger.
And it gave it a good time for a first down.
We've got offside, defense, first down.
Howard Rowe of the Big 8 Conference is the referee. First and 10 at the 45.
Boy, penalties have been a story for Texas this year. Led the Southwest Conference in penalties.
Big Barry Young's in there at fullback now. Ron Jackson, they try to get him outside, but they can't because of Ray Woodard. Ray Woodard of Corrigan, Texas, in pursuit, made the tackle.
The tremendous pursuit of this Texas defense. Watch number 70, Ray Woodard, as he comes in, he just follows the offensive guard who's pulling, and he's got pretty good speed to run down Tron Jackson. He's a big man, Ray Woodard, 6'6" and 260 pounds, but he catches the burner from behind. But the tremendous pursuit of this Texas defense.
2nd and 11. Georgia at the Georgia 44. Lastinger. First and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 32-yard pass play from Lastinger to Kevin Harris. Jerry Gray and Fred Akron were covering, but now it's the Bulldogs in Texas territory.
John Lastinger has been maligned all season long for his throwing, but you can't throw the ball any better than that. Against double coverage, he throws the ball over the shoulder right there to Kevin Harris, number 20, for a big, big play. As I said, that ball is well thrown. Nobody could have thrown it better.
Now the question is, can the Bulldogs keep moving against that stout Texas defense that's ranked number 1 in the nation? Lastinger's got it on the option. He's thrown for a loss. This time Eric Holly from Austin, Texas, put a penalty marker on the play. There's a marker to be checked out. Loss of about 2 yards. Or more than that, as a matter of fact.
One thing we should probably mention here, too, Kevin Butler, the outstanding kicker for Georgia, pulled a abdominal muscle the other day in practice. He did not practice yesterday. They're a little concerned about him and how well he can kick.
Penalty is against Texas.
About penalties, the Texas team has averaged 9 penalties a game. It's really hurt them all season long.
Incidental grabbing, face mask, 5-yard penalty, first down again.
First down and 5 yards to go. As the remainder of the officials here from the Big 8 Conference. One team from the Southwest Conference, one from the Southeastern Conference. Jackson and Young are the backs in the I formation. That's Young, Barry Young, who was Herschel Walker's roommate when Walker was in school at Georgia. He carried down to the 16-yard line. Tony Edwards in to make the tackle. It'll be a
very
Second down on the yard to go.
strong inside runner. Not really flashy. You don't hear any Tchaikovsky in the background, classical music when he's running, but he's very good inside, tough runner.
Bulldogs are trying to keep it moving with Texas leading by a score of 3-0. Ron Jackson, Barry Young in the I formation. Ron Jackson comes outside, but can't turn the corner. Mossy Cade, the All-American cornerback, won't let him turn the corner. A loss on the play.
That is the thing about this defense. They are constantly putting pressure on you. Here is second and short, and this is a big critical play here because if they get a first down, they're on the way to 7 points. But here they decide to go outside, which is a little bit unusual call. And you're going to see Mossy Cade come up and put the stop. Number 3 right there. 48 is Ty Allard. 17 is Fred Acorn. They've got some speed in the defensive backfield. Instead of a first down or third and short, they're third and about 4.
Third and 4 at the 19-yard line. Montgomery is the tailback now. Singer is the quarterback. Singer looking for 4 yards. Out to the flat. Taken out there. Penalty marker. Kevin Harris is the receiver. Mossy Cade, the tackler, but there is a marker to be checked out. Being reported to the referee. The referee's getting all his reports. What do you got? What do you got? Illegal use of hands against Georgia. That's a Texas option. Tony Edwards up there.
5 yards.
Red Akers, the head coach.
Illegal use of hands. 5-yard penalty. Offense. Decline. Fourth down.
They declined it, starting to bring up the 4th down. Ben Stooley, in his 20th year as head coach at Georgia, he sent Kevin Butler into the ball game. Now, Kevin pulled a muscle out here the other day. He's an outstanding field goal man. Jimmy Harrell will hold for him. This will be a 34-yarder. 34-yard field goal. Harrell holding for Butler. Hash mark right. Texas leading 3-0. Butler's field goal is no good. It is wide. It is wide over to the right side. So the ball goes over at the line of scrimmage to Texas. The Longhorns are still leading 3-0. So it is a disappointed Butler who went off the field. Of the University of Texas, that field goal missed by Butler is only the second he has missed inside the 40-yard line. That was a 34-yard attempt. Texas still leads 3-0. They held the ball first and 10 just short of the 20. Rick McIver still the quarterback. Warren Robinson in the eye. Automobilizing is McIver. Drops the ball and covers it at the 15-yard line. Loss of about 5 on the play. Make it 2nd and 15. There is Butler.
He's had 56 career field goals, 4 off the NCAA record. He's only a junior, and as you mentioned a little earlier, Lindsay, that was his second miss. We just saw it. Only his second miss inside the 40-yard line this season.
He pulled a muscle working out here at the Cotton Bowl. It did not come out yesterday when the squad came out for the pictures. Ronnie Robinson, the tailback. Still struggling. Ronnie's belief that you ought to finish strong, and he finished for an extra yard right there out to the 17. Calvin Ruff, along with Tommy Thurston, made the stop.
Neither team having really much success running the football. The Texas game plan, as we mentioned at the top, really they thought they could run the ball inside with their fullback and Ronnie Robinson. Again, to the soft spot, they felt, and the Georgia defense was right over the center and guards, but they've gone nowhere when they've tried to run the ball in between the tackles.
Both coaches said before the game they expected to be a rough, tough, rock'em, sock'em, basic football game decided by the team that got the fewest points. McIver moves up. And a diving attempt, but it was down at the 35-yard line. It is not a catch. It is Brent Duhan, but the official who was right there says no. So they're cluttering all around now. But there was an official official right there.
He said that Brett Duhon trapped the ball. Rick McIver gets pretty good protection, steps inside the rush, again shows some elusiveness, then drills the ball to Brett Duhon. That ball did not look trapped. Here's another look at Brett Duhon. As he comes back to the football, he's scrambling around. Can't really tell from that angle. There, the ball looked like the ball did touch the ground there.
The official could hardly have been any closer.
He was closer than I was, Linz. Here's another look. He looks like he has it first, and then he dropped the ball. He had it originally, dropped the ball touched the ground. He did trap it. Good call by the official.
4th down. Telchik is in to do the punting. 55 yards with his first one of the day. Gary Moss is deep. Standing back to his own 38 to field it for Georgia. Telchik gets it on. Another boomer. Moss back at his 23-yard line. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Across the 50-yard line. Gary Moss with a fine return across the 50-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 yards to go. Michael Felt made the tackle. 59-yard punt return, 30 yards.
Well, it was a 59-yard punt, and sometimes when you do that, you can actually kick the ball too far, but I don't think most coaches want to keep their punters from kicking it very far. But here's Gary Moss as he breaks through the initial wave of the Texas defenders there. Now, this is something that Texas actually has done a very good job with this year to special teams, but Gary Moss has gave the Georgian offense excellent field position for the first time today.
John Lastinger from Valdosta, Georgia is the quarterback, and Ron Jackson is the tailback, Scott Williams the fullback. Ron Jackson trying to make reverse. Jackson's got it. Couldn't stay off the sideline. Hit over there by Mossy Cade, the All-American, and there's a marker to be checked out. Ron Jackson kept trying to turn a corner and couldn't make it. Officials get together to check out the penalty on the play. That Texas through the years has been the most penalized team in the conference. He thinks there's really more to it than meets the eye. He thinks there's something about the subconscious opposition to the big school, the prominent
Dead
school.
ball foul, late hit, personal foul, 15 yards, first down.
There's the guilty party, James McKinney. Let's take a little look at it. It was a fake reverse, and you saw Tron Jackson spinning, and now he goes out of bounds right there. Here comes 87 McKinney. He's there clearly out of bounds, hits Jackson late. They call a penalty for 15 yards and first down.
First and 10 Georgia at the 35-yard line of Texas. Fullback's got it this time, Williams. Scott Williams hit by Ray Woodard, along with Jeff Lighting. Got to be about the 33-yard line for a gain of 2, making second down and 8 yards to go.
You want to play against the #1 ranked defense, Texas Longhorns? Try this. The fullback, Scott Williams. There's 3 or 4 orange jerseys to meet you.
Lastinger brings him up. Lastinger rolling and keeping. He likes to run it. Lunges to the 30-yard line. James McKinney made the tackle.
Again, the tremendous penetration of that front line, the front defensive wall of Texas is really disrupting the rhythm. And John Lastinger was just trying to run a little play-action fake, but just never had an opportunity to have the play unfold because the rhythm was disrupted by the tremendous penetration of the front.
Rushing offense, rushing defense for the Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Third down and 5 yards to go. That's what the Texas defense does to you all day long. You look up, you're 3rd and 5, so they've called time now. Georgia charged with this timeout. Lastinger wants a little advice. They've each called a timeout so far. Okafor, the mascot of the Georgia Bulldogs. He looks
Appropriately
like
named, huh?
You're right. Don't forget, next Sunday on CBS Sports, the NFC Championship game from RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. It's the NFC Western Division champion San Francisco 49ers, winner of Super Bowl 16 against the defending Super Bowl champion Washington Redskins. The winner advances to Super Bowl 18 on January 22nd in Tampa, Florida. It all begins with the NFL Today at 12 noon and all on CBS Sports. the home of Super Bowl 18.
3rd and 6 here for the Georgia Bulldogs. Again, this is the best field position to start a drive that they had. Now, they haven't had much success running the football inside as they hoped, but we have not seen an option play. As you can see in 3rd down conversions, they're 0 for 3. We have not seen an option play yet from this Georgia Bulldog offense. Might be an appropriate time for that. And when they've given John Lastinger an opportunity to throw the football, he's thrown it quite effectively.
Georgia Bulldogs came into this game as an underdog, something they haven't been used to. Is 4 for 6 today, 58 yards. He's a man who likes to run that football. He comes out on the option. You give him any chance at all, he'll fall off as he did on that last play. Lane and Wisham are the wide men. Here's to the fullback, Barry Young. Jeff Lighting made the tackle. Didn't get the first down. Short by a couple of yards, and it'll be 4th down coming up.
Surprising call, really, on 3rd and 6. It looked like John Lastinger audible. There was going to be a blitz look from the outside, and he tried to go up the middle. There's the linebackers, Jeff Lighty, right there waiting for Barry Young. Tough call to make 5 yards on 3rd down.
Butler's come in to attempt a field goal once again now. He missed one from 34. He'll try one from 43 now. 43-yard field goal attempt. Jimmy Harrell will hold for Kevin Butler. If good, the field goal would tie the score. Harrell puts it down. Butler's boot is good. And so Butler ties it at 3 each. And Dooley has seen his team go down this time and come away with 3. 43-yard field goal.
I think he could have made that one from 55 yards. He's got an incredible leg on him.
He got most of the first quarter. So once again, let's go down to our colleague, Pat O'Brien.
Thank you, Lindsay. You know, 4 years ago, 83 seniors walked into Georgia, and they have certainly done the job in their 4 years here. 1 national title, 3 SEC titles, 4 major bowl appearances. The problem is that they had 1 senior for 3 years. That's all you heard about was Herschel Walker. But the other 82 have gotten the job done, and Coach Dooley said it's the best senior class he's ever had. Let's go back to the booth.
All right, Pat O'Brien. It'll be the kickoff now by Kevin Butler, and the deep men are Kevin Epps and Tony Tillman for Texas.
He is very proud of that senior class. We heard Pat O'Brien talking about it. Vince Dooley is very proud of them, provided the leadership that they needed this year.
Kevin Epps is number 40, Tony Tillman number 11 back there deep. And there's Butler, the man who just kicked the field goal, who'll be kicking off. Drive went 22 yards on 5 plays, 2 minutes, 12 seconds consumed. 17 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter, and the score is tied. 3 apiece. On the ground, fielded at the 11-yard line by Tillman, and Tony Tillman brings it back. Short of the 30-yard line, about the 29.
Guys, get up here.
Just bounced down there all the way on the ground, on the turf. Maynard made the tackle.
Terry Hogue, number 14, the All-American. As I said earlier, Vince Dooley said he is the best defensive player I've ever been around. That's quite a saying. He's been the head coach for 20 years at Georgia.
Terry Hogue twisted an ankle badly on October 29th against Temple, and it never has really healed. It's been hobbled ever since. Rick McIver still quarterbacking Texas. Ronnie Robinson to the 33, and Max Culpepper made the tackle. Again, a 4-yard 2nd and 6. And so time has run out, and at the end of the first quarter in the 48th Annual Cotton Bowl, the score is Texas 3 and Georgia 3. Score tied, Texas 3, Georgia 3. Texas has the ball with McIver quarterbacking. 2nd and 6, they have it at their own 33-yard line. Into the tailback. Picked up a couple of yards on the play. Ronnie Robinson carrying. Here are the numbers on the first quarter's play here in the Cotton Bowl game.
Well, we expected an even game, a defensive game. That's pretty much what we got. And the interesting thing on the Longhorns side of the ball, you see total yards, 67 yards, but they got 60 of those 67 yards on their opening drive. Only 7 yards since then.
Oddly enough, Georgia has 5 first downs. Texas has only 2. Score aside. 3rd down and 2 yards to go now. 32 for Texas. Robinson and Orr are the setbacks. Fingertips out to the 45-yard line to Ronnie Robinson, the tailback. Terry Hogue made the tackle, an 8-yard pickup, 1st and 10 for Texas.
This is the dimension that Rick McIver gives you on 3rd and 2, the opportunity to throw the football, pick up a 1st down. Again, notice his speed. He throws this run to his left, a beautiful throw to Ronnie Robinson, a former fullback who makes a nice catch and stays in bounds for the 1st down.
Ronnie Robinson from Dallas, Texas, 6'2", 217-pounder.
Grew up not far from here in the Cotton Bowl.
Right in this neighborhood. Epson Duhan to the wide receivers now. Moore moves over. McIver. Taking it to the 15-yard line. It was Kelvin Epps.
Producer in the truck, Rick Lasavita, called this one. He saw Kelvin Elps come in, number 40. He is their speed merchant, and Rick McIver goes right to him. These two have hooked up 3 times for long touchdown passes this season. Once more, a big play from Rick McIver to Kelvin Elps. He's got tremendous speed, Epps does, and you see the result of it right there. Good throw by McIver.
Play good for 44 yards. It is a 1st and 10 just outside the 10-yard line. So the Longhorns are alive here in Dallas. Ronnie Robinson on the counter. The Texas defense, led by Tommy Thurston, pulls him down. Lost him about a yard.
The Georgia defense, a senior class, characterized by Tommy Thurston right there, number 60. Vince Dooley has called it a team of adversity to overcome injuries. Terry Hogue, Jeff Sanchez, they've had some disciplinary problems. Of course, they lost Herschel Walker, but they've overcome all that. They've overcome all that, and they're here once again on a big bowl, the Cotton Bowl. Vince Dooley is very, very proud of this team.
Epps is going out to a wide right. 2nd down at the 12-yard line. Penalty marker and a whistle. All of that is from North. The whistle blew before the snap. Ronnie Robinson got the ball, but there's a marker to be checked out.
You have to intimidate him.
Procedure penalty against Texas. That's a 5-yarder.
We've got a dead ball foul. False start on the offense. Replay, 2nd down.
The 4th penalty on this Texas team. They have averaged 9 on the season, 9 per game.
2nd down, the ball is at the 17. It would be possible for them to pick up a 1st down without scoring if they got down to about the half-yard line. Bill Boy Bryant, wide receiver out to the right side, covered by Darrell Jones. Gilbert on the tackle.
The Georgia defense is a pressure defense. They like to blitz you, particularly when you get into scoring opportunity. Here you see the draw is a pretty good play, but you see there the Texas linebackers did react. Terry Hogue, the All-American, number 14, guessed wrong, though. He's coming hard off the corner, and the draw runs right by him.
For Texas, Kirk McJucket has come out of the ballgame, and Adam Schreiber has come in at offensive guard. 3rd down play at the 15-yard line. Kelvin Epps is far right. McIver. Intercepted. Intercepted. Andre Holmes with his 4th interception of the year.
Eckers wanted a timeout there, as you could see, but Rick McIver did not see him, and perhaps this was one of the reasons why Fred Eckers wanted a timeout. Perhaps it was a bad play. He rolls out, McIver does, and tries to force the ball. He has an awful lot of confidence in his arm, but the receiver is double covered. Number 16, Andre Holmes, is right there.
McIver was trying to hit his tight end Micho. First and 10 for the Georgia Bulldogs now. That's McIver. Score is still tied. Georgia 3, Texas 3. There's the Georgia quarterback, last Singer. Ball is just short of the 5-yard line.
Georgia defense continues in the entire season to come up with big play after big play to keep their team alive.
Hutchins in the backfield now. Taken by Barry Young, the fullback. McCluskey played tailback a good part of the year for Georgia. Tony DeGreat made the tackle for Texas. End of about 2 yards on the play.
You saw the Florida game, Lindsey, where Florida really marched up and down the field on the Georgia defense early in the game, but the defense really rose to the occasion and it hung in there and allowed the Georgia offense to come back in the second half and win the football game.
You look now from behind the tailback. That's how you see it down there. Last Singer.
Not a good view, huh?
By Eric Holly.
Get a large look at Eric Holly and Ed Williams and the Texas defense. I don't think he can play much better than their defense has all season long. As a matter of fact, Fred Eckers admitted that. It's the best defense he's ever had. He admitted to us he didn't think they could have played any better.
I was interested in that answer. When you asked him if the Texas defense could play any better, he said no. That's right. It's an unusual answer. 3rd down and 8 at the 9-yard line. Singer's got the ball still. Still got it. Oh, my. Last Singer really took a lick. From Jerry Gray, the All-American from Lubbock, Texas, and from Mark Lang. That brings the punting unit on.
Hello, this hit will give you a headache. John Lastinger is trying to run the option play, get the ball pitched to Keith Montgomery. He does not want to turn the ball over, so he decides to keep the football, and he is greeted there by number 2, Jerry Gray.
45 yards, 36 yards have been the previous punt for Chip Andrews, who's in there to punt right now. Jitter Fields has dropped back deep. Jitter is standing at the Georgia 35, so Texas figures to come out of this in a pretty good field position. Andrews about midway deep in the end zone. Jitter takes it back at the 45. Up close to the 50-yard line. A 48-yard punt returns 7 yards. So when play is resumed, it'll be 1st down and 10 yards to go for Texas. They'll have the ball just about at midfield.
Cold all week, so both coaches were preparing for cold weather and for wind. Neither coach likes wind because they depend on their kicking game so much. They got neither. It's a perfectly beautiful day for football, the 48th annual Classic, the Cotton Bowl. Let's go back to Lindsey.
All right, Pat O'Brien, 1st and 10 for the Texas Longhorns at the 50-yard line. Score tied 3-3. Rick McIver still quarterbacking Texas. Honey Robinson, the tailback. 45. Out of bounds at the 42. Tony Flack knocked him out.
The All-American Mossy Cade. His knee worked on a little cramp. He's 6 interceptions this season.
2nd down, 2 yards to go now. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Score tied 3-3. Bryant and Duhan are the wide receivers, double to the right side. Give it to the fullback, and that's Terry Orr.
It's a little bit surprising that Fred Akers is not calling some more passing plays, and that's one of the reasons he started Rick McIver, to use that big right arm of his. However, we saw him throw the interception down near the goal line. He's come back and tried to run the ball on the ground and do something there. And there's that fullback trap. We saw Rick McIver actually audible to that. The soft spot in that Georgia defense right over the center.
They picked up the first down. It's 1st and 10 outside the 38. First down to even now at 5-5. Robinson. Fumbled the ball. He left it. Georgia indicated that they got it. The referee also indicates that Georgia got it. Robinson's fumble was recovered by Knox Culpepper. And so Georgia gets it 1st and 10 at the 32.
Second turnover in a row by the Texas offense here. We saw an interception earlier. Here, Ronnie Robinson, number 49, breaks to the line. The ball just pops out by a helmet right there, hits him. It's Thurston. The ball, Hogue actually hit him right there, number 14. The ball popped out. The Georgia defense recovers.
Lastinger has them up there, 1st and 10 at their own 32. This one on the ground, taken by the fullback Barry Young, and Barry Young gets out across the 35-yard line, hit by James McKinney. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Here's the takeaway giveaways. This is surprising. The number 2 ranked team in the nation, -4. That is a very big statistic, of course. Georgia is +8. Turnovers today, 2 more for the Texas offense, 2 in a row.
Kevin Harris and Herman Archie, a double to the left side. Red Lane wide to the right. That's Lane in motion. Out to Lane on the screen. It's well covered by Texas. Well covered for a loss of a yard. Jeff Leining, the middle linebacker, was out there. They're watching themselves. That's why they're here. Third down and 7. Harris and Archie double to the right side. That's Lane in motion. Lastinger with the ball. Well, it was Herman Archie who was the leading receiver with 31, but he couldn't hang on to that one. Covered by Fred Acorn. 4th down. Punting it comes on.
Tremendous man-to-man coverage of the defensive secondary. You're going to see right there, number 2, Jerry Gray is running with Fred Lane, the receiver, but there's just nowhere to throw the ball. John Lastinger was under a great deal of duress, tried to just get rid of the football, but sometimes those things end up in interceptions. It didn't there, but excellent coverage by the Texas secondary.
Chip Anders in the punt. He's punted for 45, 36, 48. Gooder Fields back there at his own 19. He's anxious. Ed Ansley is in the mix of snap. Still had time. 25-yard line. Gooder Fields has it. Was out of bounds. 39-yard punt, no return. Well, the Texas Longhorns will have it from the return. First down and 10 yards to go. 7 minutes, 16 seconds left to play in the first half.
Who's been outstanding. You see him hurdle the center right there. An outstanding special teams player all year. He battles through 3 guys. He nearly blocked one before. He is unbelievable on special teams. I asked him one time what he does. He runs down on special teams. What's he thinks about? He says nothing.
McIver still the quarterback for Texas at their own 25-yard line. Ronnie Robinson gets it out near the 29-yard line. Mike Weaver made the tackle in Texas' 5 previous possessions. They got 1 field goal. Twice they were forced to punt. They fumbled once. They were intercepted once. Here it is, exactly what has happened.
Well, you can see, too, why they are 11-0 as well, because their defense has been able to handle those turnovers all season long.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Score tied, 3-3. Make the draw. McIver wants to go, and he does, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Bobby Mitchell, his tight end. 3rd and 6.
Rick McIver has a big arm, and there's a little bit of confusion here in the receivers. Number 7, Brent Duhan, breaks out. You see the tight end actually coming behind him. Wasn't really sure who the ball was thrown to, but Bobby Mitchell gets his hands on the ball does pop out. And Rick McIver just drills the football so hard, sometimes it's very difficult to catch.
Third down play. McIver. And he's hit, and he's sacked. And it is Terry Hogue who got to it. First sack. The All-American, twice All-American, Terry Hogue.
Terry Hogue can beat you in so many different ways. He can defend, he can rush the quarterback. This is his 5th sack of the year. He can block field goals. He's had 3 field goal blocks this season. That's why he's an All-American, the leader of this Georgia defense. Terry Hogue.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. That brings in the punting unit. Telchik has kicked 55 and 59 so far. Average 43-7. Jimmy Harrell's back deep for Georgia at his own 37. Telchik gets it off. Fair catch signal goes up from Harrell at the 42-yard line. So Georgia gets it first and 10 at the 42, a 36-yard punt that time. So the Bulldogs get it in good field position. The score is still tied. Texas 3 and Georgia 3.
Oh, maybe a little revenge for him. He wasn't recruited by anybody in the Southwest Conference. He's probably the best-known Bulldog outside of Herschel Walker. When he came to the university, one of his teammates said, all I know about him is that he's a genetics major, whatever that is. He's a 3-8 student, studies 8 hours a day, a terrific guy. Let's go back to a couple of terrific guys. Pat Lindsay.
We're not going to
argue with that.
We were up here in the high sky. That's the 42 now. Last Singer's in at a quarterback. He's got Montgomery. He's got McCluskey at fullback. Last Singer's got the ball, and he's down for a loss on the play. From behind. And it was Jeff Leining from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the middle linebacker. Loss of 4.
Jeff Leining, the middle linebacker, right up the middle. He slips the gap. The guard steps away, shows some speed, but no one's blocking Jeff Leining. It's amazing about this Texas defense. Over 30% of their tackles this season have been for losses. That's a phenomenal figure.
Jeff Leining is a little different. After a press conference this week, he was talking to some of the Texas players. Texas players said, what about Leining? They said, he's crazy. On the draw, Montgomery out to the 50-yard line. Still short of the first down. Jerry Gray and June James made the tackle along with Ray Woodard. 12-yard pickup. You'll recall they had taken a previous loss, so it's not enough for the first down.
Again, a draw is a very good play to try to counteract some of the aggressiveness of this Texas defense. Use the draws, throw some screens, some traps. And we have to see John Lastinger change up his snap count. He had an easy first down we saw in the first quarter, but we have not seen him go in a long snap count since that time.
Georgia on third down conversion, 0 for 6. 3rd and 2. And it is Montgomery. Got only a yard. Got only a yard. He's going to be short. Tony DeGreat made the tackle.
That would have been a perfect opportunity to use the snap count on 3rd and 2 situation where he can draw a team offsides, pick up 5 yards easily, and the first down.
They take a long look, and then the referee indicates it is a 4th down. So Andrews will come into punt. He has punted 45, 36, 48, and 39 yards so far. Jitter Fields comes in to return it for Texas. Back inside his own 10-yard line. There's Jitter.
Would you be concerned if your punt returner's name was Jitter?
He's round up. He moves around back there. He really does.
On a different page, yeah.
3:57 left to play in the first half. Chip Andrews, the punter. Jitter lets it go. And it takes the Texas foul. It is a touchback. 49-yard punt with no return. So when we return, it'll be first down and 10 yards to go with the Longhorns ball on their own 20-yard line. That's a little unusual for him.
Well, they played all 3 of their quarterbacks. Rob Morshell, number 8, has actually started 9 of their 11 wins. We may see him before the day is out, but it's an amazing thing. There's Morshell. The amazing thing about these quarterbacks, Fred Akers has been able to insert them all just at the right moment to help his team win this season.
Ivers still the quarterback. Here's the Chris Taylor, Ronnie Robinson. Ronnie Robinson pulled down for the Georgia defense.
it ever, Freddie Gilbert. Bottom of the screen on the left, number 90, right there. Again, we talk about that speed, and he puts his helmet right there on Ronnie Robinson, drives him back. They are not having much success, Texas is, running the football against Freddie Gilbert.
Timeout, Georgia. The Bulldogs have called for a timeout. Let's take a look now at the campuses of these two fine universities, Texas and Georgia. Let's take a look now at the campuses of these two fine universities, Texas and Georgia. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left to play in the half. It's not surprising that Texas is even or behind. They won 11 games this year, and in 6 of them they had to come from behind to win. Second and 14 at their own 16. McIver. Diving attempt by Duhan. It's incomplete. Covering was Tony Flack on that corner for Georgia. 3rd and 14.
Rick McIver is very concerned about Terry Hogue. I saw him point there at Terry Hogue. Terry Hogue faked the blitz. We saw earlier on Hogue did come and blitz and sacked McIver. That time he faked the blitz. McIver was concerned about it. At the last moment, Hogue backed out and played pass coverage.
McIver's 3 for 9, 89 yards and 1 interception. 3rd and long here. Ryan and Duhan are the wide receivers. Up. Ryan at the 42-yard line, and what a catch.
Woof, you are right about that.
Charlie Dean was covering a 26-yard completion.
Bill Boyd Bryant, number 80. What a tremendous catches. He has actually double-teamed. The ball is thrown over the wrong shoulder, a one-handed stab. You expect that kind of play in big games for the number 2 ranked team, and that's exactly what you saw from Bill Boyd Bryant.
That's the way you stay undefeated. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line for the Texas Longhorns. Bryant comes out and Kelvin Epps comes in. McIver likes to throw to Kelvin Epps. For a combination. McIver with the ball. Throws short. He sent Epps deep and threw short to the fullback, Terry Orr.
Good point. Kelvin Epps did clear out the area. Terry Orr, the fullback, was wide open, just couldn't quite hang on to the football. Again, in the wide tackle 6, it is very difficult for the linebackers to be able to get out in the flat and cover the backs in a flat. That's exactly what they were trying to do, match up Terry Orr against Tommy Thurston.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Texas with the ball at their own 42.
Texas has dominated this second quarter offensively. You see that 87 yards to 17.
And the score is still tied, 3-3. Bryant and Duhan, the wide receivers. McIver rolling. Wants to throw a screen back and does. Screen pass up the right sideline. Across the 50-yard line. Ronnie Robinson, the tailback, took it to the 48-yard line. Right at the sticks, a 9-yard pickup. Knox Culpepper made the tackle.
A very nice call here by Fred Akers, because Texas is the first time they've gone really away from flow. Every time they've rolled out, they've thrown to that side. This time they stopped, they pulled up, they had a nice screen set up. Number 49, Ronnie Robinson makes the catch and close to the first down, but a very good call by the Texas defense. But take another look at Terry Hogue, number 14. You can see number 78, Stewart, tries to block him, knocks him down, but Terry Hogue gets back up and tries to help out on the tackle.
Texas has called a timeout. Each team has taken 2 now. Each has 1 remaining. Terry Hogue, a 2-time All-American, outstanding student, outstanding ball player who's been injured a good part of this year. Ben Stooley, completing his 20th year as head coach and director of athletics at the University of Georgia. During the halftime intermission now, because coming up we have a tremendous Cotton Bowl halftime show, the Offensive Player of the Year award, and we'll hear from both Earl Campbell and Herschel Walker, 2 Heisman Trophy winners who are here this afternoon to see their respective alma maters in the Cotton Bowl football game. That's all coming up during the halftime intermission, so we invite you to stay with us.
talk about what kind of defense we've seen here today. Texas has only averaged 1.9 yards running the ball, and Georgia has only averaged 2 yards a rush. Good defense.
Third down, less than a yard to go. Marshall's in the ballgame at quarterback. Marshall runs the sneak for a 1st and 10 for Texas. Rob Marshall ran the sneak for a 1st and 10.
Fred Akers has had a real knack of being able to change his quarterbacks. All three of them. Looks like he's going to change them again as Rob Marshall comes out and Rick McIver comes back in. But Fred Akers has called on the talents of all three of his quarterbacks, Todd Dodge being the third, at the right time to help his team win.
Obviously, he knew he was going to call the sneak, and he wanted the band and to run the sneak best, and he thought that was Marshall. 46. Oh, my. This time, never a chance. It was Andy Loy, number 39. Second sack for the Georgia defense.
From the outside, you're right, Andy Loy, he was right in McIver's face before he had an opportunity. It was a play-action face. He didn't really get an opportunity to see or try to avoid Loy as he made the big play and the big sack, put him in a second in a very long situation.
Second sack. That was a -9. Second down and 19 yards to go. McIver out of time. And he completes it. Taken by Mitchell. Bobby Mitchell, the tight end. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. 22-yard pickup on the play.
An isolated look at Bobby Mitchell. Now, coming into the game, he only had 4 catches, but he caught 1 ball on the first play of the game. Here's his second catch right now as he's working against Andy Loy, the man who made the sack a little earlier. Ball is really thrown behind Loy, and Mitchell makes a nice adjustment in catching the football. We've seen the receivers of Texas make 2 very good adjustments. That's Andy Loy down getting attended to. Well, we've seen the receivers of Texas, Bobby Mitchell there, making a very nice adjustment on the football. We saw Bill Boy Bryant earlier make an adjustment to catch the ball.
We're delighted you've joined us today for the Cotton Bowl, and we have now coming up a message from the Cotton Bowl Athletic Association telling you how they feel about your patronage of the Cotton Bowl game.
The National Youth Sports Program is dedicated to expanding opportunities for the nation's economically disadvantaged youth. NYSP means health education and counseling in career and educational opportunities. NYSP is people concerned with helping young people. NYSP, building a positive attitude for today's youth, preparing better citizens for tomorrow, co-sponsored by the federal government and the NCAA. The preceding message provided by the NCAA.
Cotton Bowl Athletic Association is proud to have been affiliated with the Great Southwest Athletic Conference since 1941. We want to congratulate the University of Texas on its splendid undefeated season and has been our host team as champions of the Southwest Conference. We're pleased the Cotton Bowl has paid over $36 million to its participants since its inception, with over $23 million going directly to Southwest Conference institutions. We want to add our congratulations to the Georgia football team, and who are here today representing the well-respected Southeastern Conference. Thank you.
Andy Loy was assisted off the field. Texas has the ball now. 1st and 10. They have it with a minute 18 seconds remaining to be played in the first half. McIver's the quarterback. On this drive, he's 3 for 5, 57 yards. Now the reverse. No, fake the reverse play, throw a screen left. And Robinson couldn't hold it. It's simply an incompleted pass. Fake the reverse, through the screen left, incomplete.
And boy, was that screen set up. He had 2 or 3 blockers out in front of him, did not hold on to the football, just was looking downfield. Rick McIver, again, we saw a big play a little earlier in the screen pass to Ronnie Robinson. Again, backside, Hogue put a lot of pressure on him. Ronnie Robinson took his eye off it, but he had it well set up on the left side of the field. It's 2 straight that Ronnie Robinson's dropped.
Overall, McIver is 6 for 14, 146 yards and 1 interception. Mitchell has caught 2 of them for 59 yards. Duhan and Bryant are the wide receivers. 11th play on the drive. Score tied 3-3. Completed to Duhan at the 21-yard line. Tony Black, the defender. Number 8.
Texas bench thought there was unnecessary roughness there, but the officials don't agree.
Clock continues to run with 50 seconds remaining in the half. Score tied. Line of scrimmage is the 26. That's Andy Loy getting attention from the training staff along the sideline. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. McIver dropping back now. Take a look. Incomplete. Bill Boy Bryant.
Really a poor decision here by Rick McIver on this selection of receivers. Bill Boy Bryant was double covered all the way here, and then the ball was thrown over the wrong shoulder. You see first number 17, Darrell Jones, bumping, running him, and there's a safety on the other side who's going to come into the picture here in a moment. But double coverage right there off of Bill Boy Bryant's wrong shoulder.
Chris Ward comes in now to attempt a field goal. This is a 43-yard attempt. I beg your pardon, Jeff Ward. Jeff Ward at the 33 makes it a 43-yard attempt. No good, wide right. Wide right, no good. Score stays tied. Clock says 27 seconds. Only his second miss. The other was a 23-yarder against North Texas State.
He had kicked 14 in a row up to that point.
Ball goes over at the line of scrimmage, which is the 26. First and 10 for Georgia. Still a 3-3 ball game. Texas had the ball for 13 plays, used up 3:16 on the clock, and came away empty.
Story's the same. Lots of defense.
Last thing is the quarterback, and he has been all the way for Georgia. To the tailback, and that's Montgomery. Keith Montgomery to the 29-yard line. Tony DeGreat made the tackle. Clock is running. Each team has one timeout remaining if they want to use it. But it's counting right on down to 10 seconds. And down to 7 seconds. That's Loy being assisted up to the locker room, which is up that ramp.
Knee surgery a year ago. We're certainly sorry to see that happen.
And the clock ran out before the snap. So with the score tied 3-3, we'll be back. As the teams head for the locker room, we'll be back for halftime activities here at the Cotton Bowl after this word from your local station. Terry Orr, the fullback. He got out to the 30-yard line, stopped by Dennis Dell.
The turnovers, as we talked, have been the key, and really the critical one there was the big interception by McIver as Fred Akers was trying to call a timeout, change the play, and come up with something different. McIver, of course, didn't see him and threw the interception. But it has been a game of defense, and John Telchik, actually, the Texas punter, has been a big factor, too. He's averaged 50 yards a punt in the first half.
Kelvin Epps is in there. He's a fine receiver, and he's in a wide right. McIver gets rid of one of his own men. The sideline marker. Bobby Mitchell, the tight end. Incomplete.
Here's a look at Andy Loy. This is what you certainly hate to see. Like we said last year, he was out with knee surgery. There he's in with a bubble cast. This is not a way to start 1984. He wants to be out there with his team. A sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee, Andy Loy.
Third down and 8 yards to go for the Texas Longhorns. Incomplete. Bryant covered by Darrell Jones. Fourth down, the punting unit comes on.
Other than really a couple of throws, Rick McIver has been throwing the ball a little bit behind his receiver. You see Bill Boy Bryant there open. The ball was thrown away from him. It was a very difficult catch for Bryant to make.
Belichick sent it to the punting. He's punted 3 times. 55, 59, 36. Back deep is Gary Moss. Moss standing back there about his 25-yard line. Trajectory. Moss at his 20-yard line. 25, 30. First and 10 Georgia at the Georgia 30-yard line. Tackle was made by Ty Allard. 50 50-yard punt return, 10 yards.
Lindsay, I wanted to congratulate you. This is your 24th Cotton Bowl appearance, I understand. And actually, between us, we've got 26 now, right?
You're exactly right, Beck. We have.
But congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There he is.
Last thing you're handing it off to Spearback, taking back Keith Montgomery, and Montgomery is filled at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Well, it was a great treat to visit with Darrell Royal, because right here in this Cotton Bowl, I saw so many fine teams coached by Darrell Royal, who was, incidentally, during his playing days, an All-American quarterback at Oklahoma. Numbers on the rushes. Second and 10. Incomplete. Third and 10. Herman Archie, the intended receiver.
I believe it was his 1969 team that won the national championship. Actually, those are the last national championship the Southwest Conference has had.
The two Cotton Bowl games, one that followed the 69 between Notre Dame and Texas, were two of the greatest football games I ever saw. Successive years, Texas won the first one in 70, and Notre Dame won the next one in 71. Georgia is 0 for 7, third down conversion.
Very good defense.
Third and 10. Coach, the Texas defense ranked number 1 in the nation. Last Stinger. Well, I think it was Herman Archie for whom it was intended, but overthrew him by a considerable amount. Brady Acorn was covering. But Chip Andrews comes in to do the punting. He's punted for 45, 36, 48, 39, and 49.
You're going to get a look at why Georgia has not converted on third down. Look at the coverage here. Mossy Cade and the number 17, Fred Acorn. There are just no open receivers there. Nowhere for John Lastinger to try to get him the ball for a first down.
Jitter Fields is back deep. Jitter is ready. He's always ready. Back at the 20-yard line. Well, he barely got that one off under a heavy right. Jitter's up to the 30-yard line. Going to the 31, and that's the end of the line. It was a 40-yard punt with a 1-yard return. So when play is resumed, Texas will have the ball first and 10. They'll have it at their own 31. Tackled by Melvin Simmons on the punt coverage. 3-tie here in the third quarter. And they're moving it up. Texas has the ball. McIver's the quarterback. Have it at their own 31. Score by quarter. Texas has scored 135 points in the third quarter. Their opponents 13. It's almost half the points they've scored all year. McIver is going to run it. No, he's not. He thought better of that and elected to go for the sideline. Picked up 2 yards. Terry Hogue edged him out over there. Second and 8 at the 33. This is a 3-3 tie. If you wonder about the lowest scoring Cotton Bowl game ever, that came in 1959 when Texas Christian and the Air Force Academy played to a 0-0 tie.
Take a look there at Terry Hogue. It's a little bit surprising how well he's played and actually how long he's played at that injured ankle. As you mentioned, he injured it October 29th, I think you said, against Temple.
Right.
And it's been very severely sprained and tore some ligaments, but he's out there playing and playing exceptionally well. Terry Hogue, the senior.
One of the most disabling injuries in all of football. A severe sprain of the ankle. This is Robinson to the 38-yard line before Tommy Thurston came in to make the tackle. It's been a beautiful football afternoon here in Dallas. Game time temperature was 40 degrees. It's been bright and sunny.
Watch the block there on number 90, Freddie Gilbert. It's 37, Terry Orr. The fullback came out, kicked him out, and allowed Robinson a little room.
Robinson carried 14 times for 36 yards. Third down, 4 yards to go for Texas. Timeout for the Texas Longhorns. They want to talk it over. The score is still tied 3-3. 12-14 to play in the third quarter. They scored first on their field goal, and it was matched by a Georgia field goal, and that's all the scoring we've had in this ball game so far.
There's a look at Mike Ruther, number 57, and Doug Dawson. Both of those men have been out parts of this year, large parts of this year, with ankle injuries, as we saw Terry Hogue. It's actually nowadays in college football easier to come back from an arthroscopic knee surgery than it is from ankle injuries.
Third down and 4 yards to go. Incomplete, and the penalty marker down. Intended for Bill Boy Bryant, but there is a marker to be checked out.
Another look at Rick McIver. Now remember, he has not really played very much this season, and all day long, other than that opening drive, he has thrown the ball behind receivers. One more look at Bill Boy Bryant. Again, it's to us away from him, it's catchable, but again, the ball should have been there on the numbers.
A procedure penalty has been indicated against Texas.
I think I can ask Bill Boy Bryant to change his name. I'm having a little trouble with that. A lot of alliteration there.
Illegal procedure on the offense. Declined. Fourth down.
They declined it to bring the punting unit onto the field. Telchik is out there. He's kicked 55, 59, 36, and 50. Kicks barefooted, of course. A little better today than it would have been a few days ago as far as the temperature is concerned. Gary Moss is deep to field it for Georgia, standing at his own 17-yard line. Telchik again. Moss has it at the 5-yard line. Gets it out across the 20. Fumbles the ball. I think it's Boswell on the ball. For Georgia. 57-yard punt return, 17.
Really a poor decision, though, on Moss's part to try to return that ball. Telchik just boomed it. He should have let it go into the end zone.
Holloway made the hit.
Here's a look at Moss as he returns. It ends up being okay because Georgia recovers the football, but it could have been disastrous for the team. There's the ball there on the ground, but we see the Georgia team recover it. Keep possession.
John Lestinger, the quarterback for Georgia. He has been all day long. There's a flag thrown at the line of scrimmage, right into the stack. Procedure against Georgia.
There's John Lastinger. Like, again, when he's had time to throw the ball, he's thrown the ball pretty effectively. But this Georgia offense, in its last 4 possessions, has only had 3 plays and then had to punt.
Georgia has not had a first down since the first quarter.
Dead ball foul. Illegal procedure on the offense. First down.
First and 15. First Georgia penalty of the ball game. Score tied, 3-3. Fullback, Larry Young. Just up to the 20-yard line, gain of about 3.
Lindsey, you mentioned it at halftime, but Vince Dooley feels that the longer his team can hang into this ball game, the better chance they have. They've been a very strong senior team here in the fourth quarter, actually dominated in the fourth quarter as Texas has in the third quarter. But he wants to hang in there and find some way to win in the fourth quarter as he's done all season long.
Second down play here. Lastinger keeps it. Gets to the 24-yard line. Freddie Akers, finishing his 7th year as head coach. He played his college football at Arkansas, was 9 years on the staff of Darrell Royal at Texas, went out to Wyoming and coached a couple of years. Then when Royal retired, Freddie Akers was brought back to Austin to become the head coach of the Longhorns of Texas.
What a nice job Freddie Akers has done. He started with defense. He's put his best athletes on defense. He wins with defense and special teams, gets a big offensive line, and a quarterback that won't lose for him.
3rd and 9 at the 24. Archie in motion across. Putting it up, hoping Archie can get it, but he can't. It's across the sideline marker. Archie was being covered over there by Mossy Kay, the All-American cornerback. So the punting unit comes on now for Georgia.
Here's one reason that pass was not completed. John Lastinger is going to get hit here by the middle linebacker, Jeff Lighty, number 60, after he throws the ball. I'll tell you what, that is tough being a quarterback taking that kind of punishment.
Incidentally, Georgia now is 0-9 on 3rd down conversions. Andrews is in to punt. He's punted for 49, 36, 48, 39, 49, and 40 yards. Get it ready. Get it wound up. His teammates say he's on another page. Barely across the 50-yard line before it went across the sideline marker. So that's going to give Texas very excellent field position. It will be first down and 10 yards to go, just about the 50-yard line, a 26-yard punt. An enviable job of trying to direct an offense against the nation's #1 ranked defense. Texas with the ball at the 50-yard line. McIver is the quarterback. He's quarterbacking for all but one play. Marshall was in for a sneak. That's the tailback Robinson. Robinson got 2 yards to the 48-yard line, and Knox Culpepper brought him down.
Neither one of these teams has been able to run the ball very well on first down. Constantly they find themselves in second and long situations, third and long situations, and have not been able to put anything really together in long drives.
10 minutes, 9 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter of this game, and the score is tied 3-3. Made the tackle. And it's Sims there as well at the 46.
Lindsay, just to kind of reinforce what I was saying about running the ball on first down, Georgia is only averaged 2 yards a carry on first down, and Texas is only averaged 2 yards on first down. So, again, it's put them in a lot of passing situations.
Vicky.
There are some people who would like to see Texas as national champions.
Only 2 undefeated untied teams in the nation coming into today's game. Nebraska, they play Miami tonight, and the University of Texas. So a timeout has been called out now by Texas. They have 1 left.
Tells you all you need to know. Michelob. Some things speak for themselves.
Well, moms and dads the world around give their kids the same old sound. Got to go to school, be a big success. They wouldn't settle for anything less. Now they've learned whatever you seek, you'll help yourself to reach your peak. In the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Need a trade? Looking for a skill? They have hundreds to fit the bill. In the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Want more school? Don't have the bread. They'll help pay to get you ahead. Talking Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Mom and Dad, they'll want to shout. He's made it big. There's no doubt. Thanks, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. It's a great place to start.
3-3 tie, 2 Hunt and Bryant, a double to the right side. Boy McIver has the ball. Bryant at the 31-yard line. Bill Boy Bryant. Knox Culpepper made the tackle. The fine linebacker. 15-yard pickup.
Terry Hogue decided to blitz Rick McIver here and freed Bill Boy Bryant to be one-on-one right there. Catches the ball wide open. It wasn't until number 16, Andre Holm, tried to come in and make the play, but a big third down conversion for this Texas Longhorn offense. They have not put too many first downs successively back-to-back.
This time they send Bryant far to the left side. Epps is in the ball game. Leave it on the ground, and carrying this time is John Walker. John Walker in there, tailback for Texas. Got it to the 24-yard line. Kenneth Sims made the tackle.
John Walker is their speed back. They want to use him on pitches and sweeps to get him outside a little bit more than they do Ronnie Robinson, who was a fullback at the beginning of the season.
Second down, about 3 yards to go. Walker's the tailback in the ball game, and Terry Orr is the fullback. By Tommy Thurston, number 60.
Lindsay, we should also mention that Texas has actually used 2 of their 3 timeouts here in the third quarter. In this type of football game, it's 3-3 that's going to come down, possibly down to the last few minutes in the fourth quarter. That could be a critical factor.
Third down coming up. About 1.5 yards John Walker, the leaper, went up. They're going to bring out the chain. That was a third down play.
Third and short. A possible national championship is on the line. John Walker, a 7-foot high jumper. They give them the ball deep in the I formation. Look who there. Number 14, Terry Hogue, is there again, putting some penetration on. But right to 60, Tommy Thurston is there to put the stop and try to stop him from making the first down, which he did. It's fourth down.
Fourth down and a yard to go. Ball is at the 22-yard line. They're going to try the field goal here. Score time 3-3, a 40-yarder. 40-yard attempt. Jeff Ward doing the kicking. He's the freshman from Austin. Ward's 40-yard attempt. And it's good. It's good, and the Texas Longhorns have their second successful field goal of the day, and they lead 6-3. Stephen Bragg. Georgia trails by 3 points. 7 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They have the ball at their own 15-yard line. Singer still the quarterback for Georgia. Batted, deflected, incomplete. Second and 10. It was Buchanan and Edwards. And they're on Lastinger. Texas crowd is alive here at the Cotton Bowl. Lastinger in the first half was 5 for 8, 58 yards. In the second half, he's 0 for 4. Archie in motion. Now the tailback draw. Montgomery carrying, and he gets out there to the 27-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Fred Acorn made the tackle.
Very good call against this aggressive Texas front. Run a draw play. When you're having trouble protecting your quarterback, this is one way to try to slow the rush down. Run a draw to Keith Montgomery. You saw the defenders run right by Montgomery, hit a big hole there, picked up a key first down for the Georgia offense.
He picked up 13 yards, which is the longest rushing gain of the day.
All right, one more look at Keith Montgomery. Again, just picking his way, finding his way into the secondary, but it was an important first down for this Georgia offense.
Williams got away. Texas recovered the fumble, and it was Ty Allard on the ball. First Georgia turnover of the day. First and 10 Texas at the Georgia 38-yard line.
This Texas defense has a way of doing this to you. They pound on you all day, and sooner or later ball comes loose. Right there, it pops out, and you can see Scott Williams let the ball go loose. Number 48, Ty Alert, is right there to make the recovery. It was 87, James McKinney, who made the tackle. There's 48 Alert to make the recovery for the Longhorns. Gives them very good field position.
It's still McIver at quarterback. Robinson. Ronnie Robinson, the big tailback. Knox Culpepper forced him out about the 29-yard line.
Boy, did he get a nice block by his wide receiver, Bill Boyd Bryant.
Delvin is coming into the ballgame now for Texas. They like to throw long to him.
It's a throwing down. You're right, Lindsay. It's second and short. It's a waste down.
Ian Duhan, a double to the left side. That's Epps in motion to right. Robinson gets the first and 10. At the 23-yard line, Tony Flack made the stop. We asked Coach Akers yesterday if Texas would be in any manner inclined to run up the score in view of the fact that they will be in competition with Nebraska, who plays tonight for the national championship, if they win. He said simply that they wouldn't tend to run it up, but they certainly wouldn't sit on it.
Well, right now, he's just fighting for his life, trying to come out of here with a win.
MacGyver waiting for the snap. Gives it to his fullback, and again it's Terry Orr down to the 20-yard line.
You mentioned Fred Akers. He was talking with us about winning the national championship, and he said part of the problem was, of course, Nebraska getting off to that fast start against Penn State in the early season on television. It's been very difficult to close the gap, and that offense of Nebraska has really been explosive, and offense really scores points in the polls.
That's true. Epps and Duhan to the wide receivers. Second and 6. Robinson. His way down inside the 15-yard line. Kenneth Sims made the stop for Georgia. Every third down and a yard to go.
This Texas offense is really much like its defense. It's big, it's physical, it's a type of offense that's going to wear you down. Here comes Rob Morshall into the game on 3rd and 1. Remember last time he came in for the one play for the quarterback sneak.
Did indeed. This is his second play. Morshall is in there. They're set up in a power formation. Tommy with a pitch. Take it on the far side to Holloway. And Holloway, they fake the dive, and the pitch to Holloway carried to the 10-yard line. Tony Flack made the stop.
Formation, 3rd and 1, and a good call by Fred Akers. As we mentioned, Rob Morshall last time in the game, he ran a quarterback sneak. This time it's an option play. Pitches the ball to Don Holloway on a 3rd and short. Well, I tell you what, if they had gotten a block on Terry Hogue, Holloway might have scored, but Hogue fights off a defender, gets some help from some people. They stop Holloway, but not before he had gained a first down.
Texas trying to take it all the way, and now first down, 10 yards to go just outside the 10, trying to break this game open. They lead by 3 points. They trying to widen the margin, then try to pound it up a little bit. Here is the throw that is incomplete. Bill Boy Bryant was the intended receiver in the corner of the end zone. That was MacGyver back in there, of course, after the one play with Morshall. Darrell Jones covering defensively. Second down, 10 yards to go. 4 minutes, 7 seconds remain to be played in the 3rd quarter.
This throw is very much a timing throw, but watch Bill Boy Bryant. He stumbled. He gets pushed here by number 17, Darrell Jones. The timing wasn't quite there, and Bryant never had an opportunity to catch that ball.
Duhan has come back into the ball game. Bill Boy Bryant is a wide receiver. They're double to the right side. Diver. Rolling and looking. And throwing. Over to Duhan. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down play coming here now for Texas. The Diver is 8 for 22, 168 yards.
Screen left. You heard Fred call a screen left. Into the short side of the field.
And Duhan a wide. MacGyver going to screen left. Incomplete. Incomplete pass hit the turf. Terry Orr, the man for whom it was intended. That'll bring up a 4th down.
You heard Fred Akers call the play. He wanted to run a screen left into the short side of the field, and he had it pretty well set up. Terry Orr had some people out in front of it. You can see Rick McIver roll to his right, trying to draw the defense over. You know, he just didn't quite get enough on the ball. Again, he's under a little bit of pressure, doesn't get enough on the ball because he tried to jump up there. But look at the 2 or 3 offensive linemen out in front of Orr. Had he caught it, he might have scored there.
Ward is in to attempt. He has had one good for 22, one good for 40, and missed for 43. And it's good. 27-yard field goal is good by Jeff Ward. That increases the lead of Texas to 6 points. So the Longhorns, undefeated, untied for the season, have had successive field goals, and it is 9-3, Texas leading. Deep, Gary Moss and Elbert Manning to receive it for Georgia. The Bulldogs still trail by only 6 points. Touchdown on the conversion could put them out in front by 1. There are the deep men, Moss and Manning. Here's Moss at the 1-yard line to the 10. And out to the 19-yard line. Let's look again at the screenplay tried just a moment ago by Texas before the field goal.
Yeah, we saw Terry Orr out here on the short side of the field, but he's got 3 or 4 blockers out in front of him, and he had this ball up in his chest and catchable. Terry Orr might have scored. And the difference, of course, was between a field goal which they made and a possible touchdown, which would have been a 4-point difference. Now, of course, the Bulldogs are only down by 6. The touchdown would win it.
Down left, and they're still quarterbacking first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Montgomery got 2 to the 21. Tony Edwards, middle linebacker. There's Orr.
Finesse runner, very good receiver, but didn't have an opportunity to catch that ball. Tony Edwards, Big E, he calls himself. He nicknamed himself.
Georgia offense trying to go against the #1 ranked defense in college football.
John Lastinger has not completed a pass in this quarter.
Fullback carried, and that was very young. Got 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
All day long we talked about how strong this Texas defense is. Again, just trying to reinforce that point. The Georgia offense has only been in Texas territory 3 times today. Once they missed a field goal, then they hit a field goal, and one other time they punted.
Here's the 3rd down play coming for Georgia. 2 minutes, 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Across the 50. Brady Lane to the 41-yard line. A big gainer for Georgia. Mark Lang finally brought him down. A 35-yard gain.
This is the 5th reverse that Freddie Lane has run this year. And give Vince Dooley some credit. He's going to find a way to give his offense a chance. There was a big block by Guy McIntyre, number 74, that allowed Lane to clear the outside and pick up the yardage down the sideline. Here's the block. Guy McIntyre, top of the left screen, number 74, right there on Ty Aller. That's Guy McIntyre, the All-Southeastern Conference tackle.
It's to the tailback, and Montgomery is stacked up after a gain of about 2 by Mike McKenna. At the 40-yard line.
Again, a reverse is another way of trying to slow down an aggressive, penetrating type of defense that this Texas front. Boy, those guys are good. I'll tell you what, I played on a couple of national championship teams in college. I don't think our defense ever played even close to this Texas defense.
It's a tough, tough defense. Has been all year long. And Montgomery trying to get to the outside a little bit, but Ray Woodard pulls him down at the 37-yard line.
The big reverse there by Fred Lane was the first 3rd down conversion of the Georgia offense all afternoon.
1 minute, 21 seconds remaining to be played in the 3rd quarter. Texas leading by a score of 9-3. Texas undefeated, untied through 11 previous games. Georgia came in with a record of 9-1-1. Montgomery, the tailback, is limping off. Keith Montgomery limping off, and Tron Jackson has replaced him. 3rd and 5. Lastinger. Herman Archie. Wisham was the man that Monty was intended for. Freddie fourth down.
The one-on-one matchup between Jamie Wisham and Fred Acorn, and this was part of Vince Dooley's plan to try to hope that his men could come up with a big play, but Fred Acorn is just too tough, has Wisham too well covered. A little bit of bumping going on here by Fred Acorn and Jamie Wisham. Officials right there chose not to call any pass interference penalty. The ball, remember, has to be catchable for there to be a pass interference call.
54-yard attempt now by Butler. A 54-yarder. He had a 59 last year against Ole Miss. It is no good. It's wide to the left side. And the ball goes over at the line of scrimmage. So not only does Georgia come away empty, they give Texas pretty good field position. Look again at the kick. Got close. Came to the left side. Long enough and high enough, but the direction was just off a little bit. Line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. McIver, the quarterback. McIver keeps it. Got it up to the 40-yard line before Mike Weaver brought him down.
It's interesting to me, Lindsey, to note that these two teams here in the Cotton Bowl, teams that really have used the old formula of football, playing strong defense and special teams and winning, that are here in the Cotton Bowl. We talked at the beginning of the season that we thought that we were going to see so much offense in college football. Certainly we did. We saw some big offense throughout the year. But here are the two teams. One team potentially a national champion, of course, in Texas, and a team that's been so good over the years under Vince Dooley, the Georgia Bulldogs. Now let's go down to the field to Pat O'Brien.
Thank you, Lindsey. I want to talk about Ronnie Robinson, the talented fullback from Texas. He got in here free today, but he used to get in here free all the time because he used to park cars right over the wall there for the Cotton Bowl at the Texas-Oklahoma game and at the Cotton Bowl, and always dreamed of actually coming in here and playing. Ronnie Robinson, not a freeloader, but, you know, he got in free a few times. Back to you, Lindsey.
Okay, Pat O'Brien. At the 41-yard line here, third down and 6 yards to go for Texas. Guyver makes the draw. Puts it up to Duhan. Intercepted by Flack. Tony Flack intercepted. He had 2 during the regular season. Georgia again gets the ball on a Texas turnover. Time ran out on the clock during the play.
Third turnover by the Texas offense. Really caused this interception was incredible pressure by Freddie Gilbert, number 90, right there. Forced McIver to throw the ball before he wanted to, and there is Tony Flack, the sophomore, as you mentioned, who made his third interception. The ball was trying to go to number 7, Brent Duhan, but the ball underthrown. Flack read it all the way, was there to make the interception.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Texas 9 and the Bulldogs 3. The 48th Annual Cotton Bowl Classic, an exclusive presentation of CBS Sports. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this message and a word from your local station. All-American Jerry Gray. Second Georgia turnover.
It has been a day of big defensive plays, just as we expected. The ball was overthrown. John Lastinger really should not have thrown it. He was double covered, the receiver was. Jerry Gray plays the center fielder as he is. Another good reason why he's been an All-American. His 5th interception of the year. He's come up with big play after big play, not only today, but all season long. Only a junior, Jerry Gray.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. McIver still the Texas quarterback. He's quarterbacked them all but 2 plays today. Horschel was in for 2. Tailback, Robinson. Up to the 47-yard line.
He fumbled the ball, but the official called it dead down.
Dean and Culpepper on the tackle. Jerry Gray, the All-American.
Talked about how Fred Akers puts his best athletes back there in the defensive backfield. He was a high school quarterback, Jerry Gray was. Mossy Cade was a high school running back. Fred Acorn's on the track team here in Texas.
That was a gain of 9 yards for Robinson. He's carried 20 times for 68 yards today. Played most of the season at fullback before being moved over to tailback. Freddie LINEBACKERS used a variety of tailbacks throughout the season. Robinson and Orr in that I formation. Bobby Mitchell, the tight end, moving over. Orr's got the ball. Moves to the 49. Jake Richardson made the tackle for Georgia. He was 2nd and 1. Orr was looking for the first down. And he got it. 1st and 10. Texas leading by 6 points. First down at their own 49-yard line. Ryan and Duhan, the wide receivers, double to the right side. Mitchell, the tight end, moves over. Robinson. Monty Robinson to the 43. Thurston and Flack made the tackle. About 8, it'll be 2nd down and 2.
Gained about 8 on first down, very key. This Texas offensive line really is beginning to trying to wear this Georgia front down, picking up 4 and 5, 6 yards on first down, which has really been the key to the Texas offense all season long up till today.
Epps is in the ball game now. Robinson again. This time he's popped for the Georgia defense. And it was Kenneth Sims who made the stop.
Can hit you a little bit here too. Watch Kenneth Sims, number 57. He's going to come in and put a stop on Ronnie Robinson. He might wish he was back out parking cars.
We had a few tempos flare there. The officials separated them, and the penalty marker's gone down, and the officials talk it over.
Looks like it's going to be on Georgia.
There's no gain on the last play. Personal foul against Georgia.
Boy, what a big penalty that is.
First major penalty of the game against Georgia. But it comes at a tough time for them here in the 4th quarter as they trail by 6. Down to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Absolutely right. You mentioned
Personal foul. Personal foul on the defense. 15 yards. First down.
You mentioned trail by 6. That's exactly what Georgia wanted to do, was hang it in close to the 4th quarter and try to come back. But this is putting Texas again once more in the range of their field goal kicker, Jeff Ward.
12 minutes, 56 seconds left to play in this game. McIver, Moore, Robinson in that eye. Robinson. Fumble the ball. I think Texas got it. Terry Hope jarred it loose. And Orr, I think, got the football.
You are right. Terry Hope did jar loose again. It's amazing to me how well he has played today. We've heard so many things about him over the course of the year. He has lived up to everybody's expectations. Again, playing on a very, very sore ankle.
2nd down and 13 yards to go. At the 31. Ryan and Duhan, a double to the left side. For a moment as though they were having trouble with the exchange. Darrell Jones made the tackle. Ball moves down to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down play here for Texas and for Georgia. 11 minutes, 39 seconds left in the game. Texas is leading 9-3. Epps has come into the ball game. Duhan to the right, Epps to the left. Robinson and Orr in the eye. Robinson trying to get to the first down stick, but off balance as Donald Chumley made the initial contact. Robinson got only to the 23-yard line.
Some people might argue with the call, but Fred Akers believes his defense is playing very well today. Obviously, they are certainly well enough to win. Another field goal will put them in a 12-3 lead. It would take more than a touchdown for Georgia to win.
It'll be a 40-yarder by Jeff Ward. A 40-yard attempt. Marshall is holding for him. the score remains. The Longhorns 9 and Georgia 3. This has been a defensive battle here today, and a battle of field goal kickers in which we have had no touchdown scored. And 1 tonight.
This game's beginning to look more and more like that Florida and Georgia game.
That's Archie across. Give it to the tailback. Keith Montgomery. Penalty marker goes into the stack. I beg your pardon, Tron Jackson was in there, tailback. Tron Jackson at the penalty marker is thrown. Lang made the tackle. Illegal use of hands against Georgia. Vince Dooley. And Fred Akers, two of the fine college football coaches in the land.
1964, when Vince Dooley became the head coach at Georgia, Fred Akers was also head coach in high school.
Illegal use of hands, 5-yard penalty, offense, first down.
First and 15. Ron Jackson and Barry Young in that backfield for Georgia. That's that first and 11. This time, Ron Jackson goes nowhere because Jeff Lighting is there. And Lighting is hobbling. Coming off. If you could find and publish all the Lighting stories I've heard this week, you'd have a large volume.
So he and Lastinger met Tuesday night and talked a little bit, and when asked what Lighting said to Lastinger, Lastinger said, "I don't like quarterbacks." That's what he told me.
There you are, there you are. Hey, boys, those margins for the... Hey, give them the whole...
Second and 13. Lastinger goes up the sideline. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Wisham. Third down and 13 yards to go.
Looks like there's another penalty flag.
There is a marker. There's a flag. This one against Texas. A big one. Roughing the passer. Roughing the passer.
See the ball clearly away. John Lastinger had gotten rid of the ball. The hit was late. Fish was there to make the call.
Defense, roughing the passer, 15 yards, automatic first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs stay alive. Texas is leading 9-3. We have 9 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the game. Lastinger throws a screen left. Get it out there, taken by Tron Jackson.
Boy, did Ed Williams make a saving tackle there.
Jackson is a burner. They like to get that ball outside to him. Ed Williams on the tackle from Odessa, Texas.
That is John Lastinger's first completion this half, but I'll tell you what, it could have been a very big play. Ed Williams, who you're looking at right there, went over, made a fabulous stop against Tron Jackson, had nothing but room in front of him.
Double receivers to the left side. Second down, 2 yards to go. Archie in motion across. The fullback, Barry Young, looks for the first down, and he may have picked it up. Tony Edwards in there spelling Lighting made the tackle at middle linebacker. The great was there.
We may find that roughing the passer penalty against John Lastinger a few plays ago very critical in this ball game, because if you recall, had that not been the roughing the passer penalty, it would have been a 3rd and 13 for Georgia. Georgia is not a 3rd and 13 type of offense.
First and 10 now for Georgia. Ball at their 46-yard line. Texas is leading 9-3. Archie's in the wide left. Harris is in the wide right. Harris is going to throw, and he throws long to Harris. Archie to Harris. Archie lies down on the turf on his back. They tried the dipsy-doodle play, and Archie is disappointed.
Boy, was Kevin Harris open. We saw Georgia set this up, but they ran a couple of reverses early in the game with Fred Lane. This time they set it up. Herman Archie's the man. Kevin Harris, number 20, is wide open. Had fooled Jerry Gray, the free safety, but the ball was just overthrown. Again, a good call against an aggressive type of defense. The ball just over his head, but had Jerry Gray beaten by 3 or 4 steps, would have been an easy touchdown.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Georgia's ball at their own 46. Archie and Harris still the wide men. Ron Jackson in motion outside. Last Singer. Tries to get it there. Caught in as a marker. Clarence Shea was the man he was intended for, but there's a marker drawn. Greg Curry made the move. Strong safety. That's the first time we've called Clarence Shea's name on a pass play today. Interference call.
Second big penalty against Texas on this drive. Again, they're trying to get to the big tight end, Clarence K. Craig Curry, number 5, comes in behind, and he's trying to get the ball, goes over the shoulder in front of Clarence K, knocks it down. Now, Craig Curry should have an equal opportunity to the ball, but the official says that he interfered.
The booing is from the Texas fans, of course, who disagree.
One more look from Craig Curry. Over the shoulder. He's going after the ball. Hits the ball. The man at the same time was a very close call.
Last Singer. No gain on the option play.
The point being, though, the Texas defense has had 2 very critical big penalties against them this drive.
You see the time inset, lower right-hand corner of your screen. Clock is running. That's time remaining in the game. Texas is leading 9-3. Second down and 10 yards to go. Georgia at the Texas 48. Fans are still unhappy. They're still booing a draw play. Ron Jackson to the 45. He got 3 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd and 7. Big play here for the Georgia offense.
Can Georgia keep the drive alive, trailing by 6 points? Or can they not? Will they have to give up the ball on a punt? Kevin Harris goes to a wide left. Herman Archie to a short right. Archie in motion across all the way. Last Singer. Harris double team. Incomplete, no flag. That was Acorn covering. 4th down, 7 yards to go.
Again, a poor decision by John Lastaker throwing into double coverage, but again, they're close to pass interference here. Kevin Harris, number 20, is down the field, double covered by Fred Acorn and Craig Curry. Now watch Craig Curry, number 5. It looks like he pushes them. If there was going to be pass interference, it was going to be on that play rather than the play before, but the official did not call that one. However, he did call the one earlier on Craig Curry.
Chip Andrews in to do the punting. His last punt was a 26. His average 40.4.
One more look, number 5, Craig Curry. Looks like he pushes Harris, the receiver, there before the ball came down. That is pass interference.
Andrews waiting for the snap. Bearcat signal goes up, but they're not going to try to field it, and it's into the end zone. Touchback, 45-yard punt and no return. They had Jerry Gray back there in the safety. It will be 1st down and 10 yards to go. Texas gets the ball at their own 20, and Texas is leading 9-3. 7:04 to play in this game.
It's Chevy's big USA 1 year-end.
Right through, Kevin Harris knocks him down there. The ball is coming down. That is clearly pass interference. The official was not there to make the call.
So now Texas has the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They're leading in the game 9-3. McIver is still the quarterback. Quarterback Ronnie Robinson. They get 2 yards to the 22, 2nd and 8. Dennis Sims made the tackle. And all the while that clock is running. That is time remaining in this game. Robinson has carried 26 times for 82 yards today. Again, Robinson. Went out of bounds at the 24, got 2 more. It'll be 3rd and 6, and it was Thurston and Flack on defense.
3rd and 6. Now this becomes a very big down for the Texas offense, of course, because if they don't convert it, they give the Georgia offense one more opportunity to come back and win the game with a touchdown. Big down for this defense. And that man, Tommy Thurston, the senior, playing in his last game for the Bulldogs.
Thurston from Jacksonville, Florida. He's been a key factor in the defense of Georgia all season long and all career long, for that matter.
Say the game can never get too tough for him.
Robinson. Well, he was trying to dive up to the sticks, but he didn't make it. They did not get the first. Sims and Flack again.
Texas offense just trying to hang on to the ball in the lead. The 3rd and 6, a little trap play to Ronnie Robinson. Had he not tripped here, somebody gets a hand on him right there. It was 57 Kenneth Sims, prevented him picking up the first down. Otherwise, he had a blocker and he had some open room to be able to pick up the first down. But Kenneth Sims, number 57, makes the big stop, gets in the way of Ronnie Robinson.
Belichick's in the punt. Belichick's last punt was 58 yards. He has averaged 51.6. That one is not all that good. It is down about the 40-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs did it with a 31-yard punt with no return. It'll be 1st and 10 Georgia at the Georgia 40-yard line.
How's it going?
On 41-yard line. 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to play. Texas leads by 6 points. Last Singer. It is incomplete. He was trying to get a tight end screen off the Clarence Cave.
Craig Curry, number 5, made a very good read, saw the screen coming all the way, was all over King.
Last Singer in the first half, 5 for 8, 58 yards.
Pressure that's been on John Lastinger all afternoon. Number 99, Tony DeGreat there, again causing John Lastinger to throw the football a little before he wanted to.
Last Singer in the second half is 1 for 10, 8 yards, and 1 interception. At the 33-yard line. First sack for the Texas defense. Tony DeGreat was back there. Eric Holly was back there as well. Third and 17. Singer just there, his numbers. 3rd and 17, 4:49 to play. Headed for Archie, incomplete. That brings up a 4th down. Wells was the man who was in the face of Lastinger.
Boy, was he ever, and so was Ray Woodard.
Had to do the punting. He's averaged 41 yards today. Jitter Fields is dropped back deep to field it for Texas. Ansley will make the snap in deep punt formation. That signal goes up. The scramble is on, and Georgia's got the football at the 23-yard line. Georgia's got the football. Curry tried to field it. Moss got the ball. 4th turnover by Texas. Georgia trailing by 6 points has it 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line with 4:32 to play.
Dooley may have been a problem. Craig Curry, number 5, right there over shoulder. The ball comes out of his hands. Jitter Fields, number 25, can't hang on to it. Moss, number 24, is make the recovery. But Vince Dooley said all we want to do is be able to hang in there in the fourth quarter and find a way to win. A big turnover puts him in a position to do so.
Motion all the way across. Herman Archie. That's the fullback, Barry Young. To the 21-yard line. Ray Woodard made the tackle. 2nd and 8. Can the Texas defense now, ranked number 1 in the nation, keep Georgia out of the end zone here? If Georgia can drive in and score, they would tie the score, and then the conversion would make it possible for them to take the lead. It's the best Georgia position to start a drive of the ball game. Ron Jackson out to the 17-yard line. Mark Lang made the tackle.
And one more time, this Texas defense, the senior defense, is going to ask to be stopped an offensive team late in the ball game. They've done that a number of times this year. We've seen it against SMU. They did it against Baylor.
3rd down and 4 yards to go. One of the key plays of the day right here. 3rd and 4 for Georgia. Harris to the left side. Archie short to the right side. Archie in motion across. Lastinger's got it. Lastinger's got the first down. Lastinger trying to get it. Touchdown! Touchdown, Lastinger. 17 yards. To take a lead over the number 2 ranked team in the nation, the number 1 ranked defense in the nation. Conversion attempt coming now. The score is tied, 9-9. Kevin Butler. It's good. Georgia leads 10-9.
This Georgia team has character, and nobody has more of it than John Lastinger. He is going to find a way for his team to win. A big, big play by him. He comes down, it's an option play. He reads it perfectly. It's man-to-man defense. Nobody picks up Lastinger. He finds a way to get in the end zone. But again, it's been an opportunistic Georgia team all season long that's battled back in the fourth quarter. Hung in there against teams sometimes better than they, but somehow found a way to win like they did against teams like Florida. One more look at John Lastinger. He makes this run and the dive into the end zone on sheer determination and guts. His last game as a senior.
We have 3.5 minutes left to play in this game. Georgia's leading, and now they have to hang on as Texas will be coming at them, and they have a lot of time.
277, where they lost in the Cotton Bowl game.
They came from behind to beat Alabama here by a score of 14-12, a Bear Bryant team.
They've come from behind 6 times this year, actually, to win.
Ivor still will quarterback them. He has quarterbacked Texas all day with the exception of 2 plays that Marshall ran.
This is obviously the kind of situation where you're happy to have a guy like Ivor in who's got a big right arm.
8 for 25, 168 yards and 2 interceptions. For McIvor. McIvor chased out of the pocket of the Georgia defense. Goes out of bounds for a loss back at the 14-yard line, a loss of 6 in the 3rd sack. Dennis Sims was the man who was pressing him over to the sideline. Second down and 16 yards to go. The Georgia Bulldogs knew that they were coming into this ballgame with nothing particularly to lose. For the first time in years, they had no shot at the national championship. They were not pressured. That is a dangerous kind of a football team to oppose. They are leading Texas by a score of 10-9. McIvor. Penalty markers everywhere. And up at the 38-yard line, he was across the sideline marker. Hogue was covering defensively. It was Brent Duhon, the intended receiver. Holding against Texas.
One more penalty against the Texas Longhorns. Again, that's something that's haunted them all season long. They need a big play from their offense. They do get a holding penalty. Again, pressure by Freddie Gilbert, who's been in McIver's face all afternoon. McIver finds a way to spin out of it, drills the ball to Brent Duhon, but look who's there. 14, Terry Hogue. Duhon can't hang on to it and keep his feet in bounds.
Holding on the offense. Decline. Brings up third down.
Big point here, too. Texas only has one timeout remaining. They wasted 2 timeouts there in the third quarter, early in the third quarter.
3rd and 16 on the declination. McIver. And he's pulled out of the 4 sacks. The Georgia defense. And are they happy? It was Kenneth Sims. Thurston was jumping up and down in the air.
Georgia defense has been tenacious all afternoon. 57, Kenneth Sims just puts a move there on 58. Adam Schreiber gets around him. 57 is there to help make a teammate make a sack. Big defense again by the Georgia Bulldogs.
Belichick kicking his last was 31. He's averaged 48 too. That's not going to carry very far either. It hits it to 35 and takes the Texas roll up to the 40 to the 45-yard line. Georgia will get the ball in Texas territory. 38-yard putt for Belichick, who has been moving them out 50 and more all day long. Georgia leading 10-9. Last thing handing it off. Taken by Barry Young. Barry Young to the 42-yard line. And a 3-second and 7. Tony DeGreat made the tackle. Clock is running, and we have now 2 minutes. Exactly 2 minutes to play in this game.
Incredible to me that Texas has gone through a season undefeated. Here we are in the last game of the year, and a fumbled punt might keep them from remaining undefeated.
Exactly the way it is. They're using up all the clock they can use. It's wound down to 1:42 now, 1:41 and running. That's Williams, fullback, and motion over and back. Last Singer keeps it. Dives up to the 40 there, and it's clock. The Longhorns have only 1 timeout left. You'll recall that they used 2 earlier in this half. Ball is at the 40-yard line. Again, at 2, it is 3rd down. 5 yards to go. Our thanks to Bill Friel, our spotter, Mike Swanson, our statistician, and all of those from the University of Texas and the University of Georgia and the Cotton Bowl Athletic Association for their hospitality in making our stay here so pleasant this week. 3rd and 5, 1:04 on the clock. Singer doesn't want the sideline. Doesn't want to get to the sideline to stop the clock. Out to the 36-yard line. Mark Lang, Jerry Gray made the stop. Now a timeout. A timeout has been taken. Texas, their last one. 4th down, 1 yard to go. Georgia has the ball at the Texas 36-yard line. Texas came into the game undefeated, untied, ranked number 2 in the nation, the nation's number 1 ranked defense. Georgia came in as the number 7 ranked team in the nation. That's Williams, motion. Young looks for the yard, struggling to try to pick it up. Georgia players think they did. Barry Young carried. The referee's looking to the sideline. Said, bring him out. They're going to bring the chain out and measure to see if Young picks up the first down. Vince Dooley, the head coach and director of athletics, finishing up today his 20th year as the head coach at Georgia. An anxious Texas team. It's been a battle of defense. Basic football played here at the Cotton Bowl today. For the purist, it has been great. 1st and 10 for Georgia. So the Bulldogs get the ball. Texas is out of timeout. will start. It's running now. Singer as quarterback throughout the game. They're on the formation now for him to hit the deck. Just let the clock run and protect him. Texas cannot stop the clock. You can do that one more time and this game will be over. Georgia Bulldogs 10. The Longhorns of Texas 9. Georgia came in with a record of 9 wins, 1 loss to Auburn, 1 tie with Clemson. Texas came in with national championship aspirations still alive. Clock is running. Down to 10, down to 8, down to 7. Crowd is counting it off. 5, 4, 3, 2. They don't have to snap it again. Time has run out and the ball game is over, and Georgia has upset Texas 10-9. The winning touchdown now.
Saw the handshake. This year finds a way into the end zone.
The 48th annual Cotton Bowl Classic is an exclusive presentation of CBS Sports. We'll return with more coverage after this word from your local station.